Anyway, talking about the jumping and the flipping. The people are celebrating, Brian, because the Judgment Day has got all kinds of gold. There were Rhea's a champion. Finn and Damian Priest are the tag team champions. Dominic is the NXT North American champion. They've got, it's like the modern day Horsemen. They say, I get which one's Ole? Or do we just skip ahead to the Luger contingent?
Or the Roma contingent. No, I think it's a great visual, though. The four of them with the belts out there, with the lighting and everything, that really works well. And they've been together. They've been together
forever.
They've been together for a long enough time now. Will you stop? They've been together for a long enough time now that it's been established they're a thing. So it all works. Like, we're kind of used to them now.
Well, the group, they look great. And as I've mentioned, Finn, I can accept him in the group with the other really cool looking people. And, they do have the gold. And now they were telling the story that Finn and Damian were happier with each other now that they're the tag team champions. And Rhea's there saying that they're a family. And, of course, they're still, not only are the people still doing the booing with Dominic, but also they're riding that audio board like a fucking Bronco buster. And it's amazing the effect that they can. If you notice when the next guy in the Judgment Day talks, they sound perfectly normal on microphone, but Dom is exceptionally low and they're cranking the crowd audio up so you hear the booing even more, and it's a nice effect. But have you noticed, apparently, and we've been talking about this, it should happen, Rhea Ripley's the boss here now of the Judgment Day. She's starting to tell more and more people what to do. Get your act together. Here's an ultimatum. You do this. And I think that's the best thing.
Yeah, it works best, actually. It actually works best for them. And it works best for her because she's established herself as mommy beyond, being the sexual dominatrix of Dominic. Just the idea that she's the boss of this. It works.
And there also, this is the Monday night version of the Bloodlines. So you got a group that everything revolves around. But then in the middle of the problem, because Rhea's not happy about Uso getting the attention because they're better than the Bloodline. And then here comes JD McBuckethead. Holy, how does he walk straight?
Will you stop?
With a head that's multiple times too many sizes for the rest of his body.
Multiple times? Will you, come on.
Times. I'm surprised he doesn't walk with a lean, like he's got a metal plate in his head and he's walking past a magnet.
It's a slightly larger head, but it's not a bobblehead or anything.
It's an oddly and off-puttingly large head. And misshapen while we're at it.
Misshapen? Hold on, now you've gone a completely different way. What did you see that I missed?
Well, he looks...
Is there a dent?
He looks sort of like if you shaved Fuzzy Cupid. The big forehead and the smaller mandible area. I don't know.
Fuzzy Cupid, ladies and gentlemen. There's your classic wrestling quotient for today's show.
Well, tell me when I'm telling lies. If you look up Fuzzy Cupid, imagine if you shaved him. All right, anyway. But he had brought out a new briefcase for Damian Priest. It said Senior Money in the Bank. And so apparently now maybe Damian's starting to warm up to JD McFunko Pop or whatever. But then here comes Sami Zayn, and Owens ain't there. And good thing, too, because he'd probably get pissed at Sami doing all this conciliatory stuff and getting in the middle of everything. And he comes out and says what he sees is 5 giant turds in the ring. I'm pretty sure that's his version of Suffer and Succotash that was given to Roman Reigns a number of years ago. I don't think Sami Zayn would have said, I see 5 giant turds in the ring, unless he was given a script. But he made a challenge for later on versus Dominic, and JD McBuckethead stepped in and accepted. Now I'm like, oh, joy. We're good. But then this segment ended strong. For my own personal entertainment, did you hear what Sami said at the end?
I don't recall.
And this is live television, and it tickled me. But what Sami was going to say was, I'm so glad, to J.D. McDonough's talking, I'm so glad you opened your mouth because nobody deserves an ass kicking more than you. But what he said was, I'm so glad you opened your ass.
I missed that. Excuse me. Maybe he can work with that guy from Bear Country or whatever that said he likes to eat ass on fucking Collision a few weeks ago.
I'm so glad you opened your ass there, pal, because nobody deserves an ass kicking. If he'd have just reversed it, if he just said, I'm so glad you opened your ass because nobody deserves a mouth kicking more than you, that would have been.
Open your ass. That's a new one.
It's the little things. All right. We got to find our entertainment where we can on this program, folks. So